Hello and welcome everybody to another puzzle challenge video with ChessUniversity.com. This is Ryan Murphy and this is our second medium puzzle of the week. Tomorrow we're going to move on to our harder weekend puzzles, and in this position it's white to play and win. It comes from the game Barish-Politz against Wang, played on chess.com a couple months ago, so it's two very strong players. And we're going to see how we got here, but the usual note is that I'll put the link in the description for our official post to this video, which is where you're going to want to put your solutions. And if you do that on the official website, you can get reward points on your account. So go and check that out after you're done checking out the video. So let's rewind to the beginning of the game. It started with knight f3, knight f6, c4, c5, so kind of a symmetrical English. Knight c3, knight c6, g3, g6, just total symmetry up and through move 6. White finally plays the move d4, and now we get a break in the symmetry. Position becomes kind of interesting. So takes, castles, castles, and black goes for this move queen a5, which is an interesting move. In many cases, white's hoping to get some kind of Maroczy bind set up with e4, gripping the d5 square, just having more space than black in general. That's usually what ends up happening here. White goes knight b3 in this position, chasing the queen, and the queen goes over to h5, which is usually where it tries to go anyway. This is to discourage the move e4, or at least get a trade of queens in. So e4 is played, d6, the queens get traded on the h5 square, c5, interesting move. Generally speaking, white's happy to just sit on the space in this position. The move knight d5 would be pretty normal here. Just jumping into the center, putting pressure on e7 so this knight can't move. But c5 is interesting, trying to weaken the structure if pawn takes and the knight hops in. So it's an interesting way to put pressure as well. So bishop e6 played, pawn takes, and now there's a clear weakness on d6, isolated pawn. And white focuses their efforts on attacking this pawn. Knight b4 by black. And knight a5. Usually knights don't want to be on the side of the board, but here there's some pressure against b7, and I think white also just wants to go like a3 in the near future. If the knight goes back, then you can even take. So, interesting move. Probably not the best move, but, you know, it's a blitz game. Rook takes d6, of course, very possible in this position, as is just developing this last piece. So, like bishop g5, for example, looks reasonable. Lots of reasonable moves. So, knight a5 played. Rook a to b8, protecting the pawn. And after a3, the knight went to c2, attacking the rook in the corner. Rook b1, rook fc8. And now at least all of black's pieces are in the game. They still have this problem on d6, though. Knight d5 played. King f8. This is pretty typical, actually, to try to, like, get rid of this knight and then defend this weakness using the king. It's an idea that you'll see in some positions. Okay, here white plays bishop g5, which is a very strong move. The problem is in this position, the king's actually a bit vulnerable. There's a lot of pieces still on the board, so there are chances for this king to get into some hot water. And after bishop g5, knight d4, that's exactly what we see. So this is our critical moment, and you guys can take a look and try to solve it for yourselves. And hopefully you guys figure it out. It's pretty good. It's a nice like domination idea. So hope you guys find the official post on the website and put your comments there. And I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.